Scott, what about the Eastern Conference goings-on? The Detroit Pistons, the series is shifting to Cleveland, where the Cavaliers 5-0, or rather 4-0 at home, 0-5 on the road in these playoffs. So nothing like a little bit of home cooking. Cade Cunningham, though, working through the Donovan Mitchell turnover, the hoop, the harm. He made the free throw, 3 minutes to go in the third, and then a minute to go in the frame. It's Spida just gets that one to go. It's the home roll as well. 58% shooting from the field were these Cavaliers, which is far better than that Game 2 loss. 30 seconds to go in the third. Mitchell gets that to go. 35 points for him. He averages 30 points per game at home in the playoffs. Look at Max Strus stealing one of 3 straight turnovers from the Pistons. That actually gives the Cavaliers a 106-104 lead. James Harden gets to his spot. James Harden playing much better than he did in Game 2, although the bar was pretty low. He missed 10 of 13 shots taken from the field. Cade Cunningham ain't gonna miss that. Dunking it over Jarrett Allen. Pistons, though, down by 2. Next Cavs possession, it's Harden crossing up Duncan Robinson. 19 points for Harden. 9 of those 19 came in the fourth quarter. Cavs up 4. Next Pistons possession, it's Cunningham. Pull, triple, got it. 27 points, 10 boards, 10 assists. His second career playoff triple-double. He lost in his first career playoff triple-double. James Harden, he was in the same exact position in Game 2. Less than a minute to go with the ball in his hand, but this time he didn't turn it over. Matter of fact, 7 points, 3 for 3 from the field in the final 90 seconds of this game. The Cavaliers get a win. It's 2-1 in the series. Here's James Harden after the win.
How did you silence the chatter tonight and have this sort of response in Game 3?
What chatter? What chatter?
Donovan, you had it going throughout the course of the games, and then in the last couple of possessions, kind of took a step aside for James. Why?
It's James Harden. like I am who I am, he is who he is, but that's what makes us so dynamic, right? You can, choose.
I mean, chatter is going to be chatter regardless, whether you do something good, whether you do something bad, for me. So, still, to give me opportunities in this fourth quarter, and I take advantage of them.
So he had that game, and then he went out and he led the Sons of Anarchy in that leather jacket.
That's 100%, man. James Harden came through in the fourth quarter last night, chipping in 9 points in that final frame. Those 9 fourth quarter points, almost as many as he had in all of Game 2. He and Donovan Mitchell combining to outscore the Pistons 12-11 over the final 5.
116-109. Now the series is 2-1 in favor of Detroit. James Harden finished with 19 points, 7 assists, but he had 9 of those points in the fourth quarter, and he had 3 straight. He had the mid, he had a pull up, he had a floater, and then he hit a step back 3. Harden had everything working in that fourth quarter. The mid was falling, float game, dropping the 3 ball that really iced it.
Yep.
This was regular season James Harden.
Yeah, it was.
Donovan Mitchell came up big. He had 35 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. Joe, lucky game, or do we have a series?
We definitely got a series. I think this is why you really bring James Harden over, to be able to close out a game. Now, can he duplicate that? Yeah, he don't have to be great throughout the whole game. I thought Donovan had a nice rhythm and flow throughout the whole game in which he scored the basketball at will. But I blame this loss for the Detroit Pistons. I blame this on JB, they coach. I'm going to tell you why. 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 34 seconds left on the clock. Y'all done fought back. Y'all done climbed. Y'all were down, 15-17. In the fourth quarter, 2 minutes, 34 seconds on the clock. It's a tie game. Cade taking the ball out. I'm screaming at the TV, Uncle Ocho, man, call one timeout. The boy dead dog tired. Cade is. Cade tried to throw the ball in. He turned it over. Led to a bucket.
Yep.
Come right back down.
Screw stuck it, got it right out the air.
Came right back down again. Turned it over again. They went down. I don't know. I can't remember if they scored. They scored. Come right back down. Cade turned over 3 times in a row because he was so tired, bro. That ain't Cade, bro.
Yep.
The man was so tired. So look, boom. He finally called a timeout because they end up getting down by 4. Cade comes out of the timeout. What'd he do, Unc? He scored the first 5 points out the timeout. You know what I mean? He just needed a breather. If it wasn't for that 2 minutes and 34 seconds on the clock, if he'd have called a timeout and gave that man a quick 20 seconds, he'd have came out and been fresh to be able to close these boys out. I think Detroit should have won this game.
Let me ask you this, Joe. And also, okay, you're down. Why would you take Thompson out and bring Jenkins in? You need stops. You don't need offense. Because now they're gonna put Robinson in the pick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They put him in the pick and roll. Now he got boom. So that's twice. Now he had an unbelievable shot on Tobias. But I agree with you. I thought Cade inefficiency in the first half really put him behind the 8 ball. He was terrible in the first half. But you look at him in the third quarter and the fourth quarter, he single-handedly. He didn't single-handedly, but he brought him back. He hit a 3 to gave him the lead. Mm-hmm. But like you said, Joe, he was out of gas.
To turn it over 3 times in a row like that, Uncle Ocho, y'all. I mean,
at the end of the game, when you got to have
I blame him because he couldn't even get back on some of them turnovers he was making. You know, that was the crucial point in the game, bro. That was the crucial point.
Yes.
Look,
yes.
Tobias Harris giving you everything you need from in a sidekick.
Again, another 50% effort. Perfect from the free throw line. 2 or 3 from the 3-point line. No, Tobias gave him the lead. Cade cut it to 1. Tobias ended up giving him lead. Ocho, Joe, another thing, Ocho.
Yeah.
Explain to me, Paul Reed is cooking. Why would you take him out and put Duran back in, Joe?
Man, I wouldn't have took him out. But you know how it is. He felt like he had to get Duran back in.
No, you don't. Paul Reed was perfect from the floor. He was perfect from the field, perfect from the free throw line.
Yeah. And
he's plus 11. The guy minus, guess who had the biggest minus?
Duran.
Well, Jenkins. Jenkins was defensively, he was all over the place. Duran, minus 14, Joe.
Yeah, I mean
he was getting cooked by Allen.
Oh. He hadn't been having a great playoffs. I think we know that. I think with Allen and Mobley playing like this, I still would like to see Mobley being a little bit more aggressive. But, hey, man, they were the more desperate team. They were the more desperate team today.
They were tonight. I think they obviously this game. I understand Cade being tired, with 2 minutes left to go, but I'm glad James Harden showed up in that fourth quarter, Joe. I'm glad he showed up. I think it gave him a little confidence. Obviously, most of the time you think players don't hear some of the stuff that is said from fans or some of the stuff that's said, from analysts and pundits that watch the game. But I think this is going to give James Harden a little confidence, even as great as he is, and great as we know he can do, and some of the things that he can do with the ball in his hands. I think having a game like this in the fourth quarter is going to make him that much better in the next game. And I think they're going to get themselves back in the game. Hell, goddamn, Donovan Mitchell was, 13 for 24 for 35 tonight, right? James Harden can still give them boys one of them games. He can have an out-of-body experience like that because he's used to doing it. It's just about having that confidence to do so. He only had 3 turnovers tonight. He been killing them in the turnovers damn near all series long. But tonight he minimized those. And he showed up when it mattered most.
If I'm Detroit, I'm trying to keep Duncan Robinson off of him. Don't let Duncan Robinson.
But that's what I didn't understand, Joe. Why would you take Thompson out, leave Robinson in, and then put Jenkins in? They're not good defense. I don't want none of them guys matched up because you're going to take Cade and put him on Donovan Mitchell. So I want Thompson. On James Harden.
Yeah.
So if he gets the pick and the pick has to go through Tobias, I can live with that. Even if the pick has to go through Paul Reed, I don't want Duncan Robinson. I don't want Jenkins, who's a smaller guy, on James Harden. And I definitely, at all costs, want no parts of Duncan Robinson on James Harden or Donovan Mitchell at any point in time.
But it don't matter. If he in the game, if Duncan Robinson, we seeking him. So I don't give a damn who he guarding. Come take this pick. We seeking him. And it's like you put him on that island by himself. He ain't got the foot speed to stay with James on that island. Getting him with that left to right crossover. That was so mean tonight. I'm like, hold on. And once you get a guy going, he made one on Duncan Robinson, then he got to Tobias Harris, then he get to his flow game. Yeah, he closing you out.
But and that's the thing. It's the same thing with Luka. As great as Luka is offensively, they hunt him out on the defensive end. And so the thing that they did really well is that they set the pick up high. So now you can't bring the double team because if I bring it to one of the corners, you're gonna trap me. You're gonna make me give it up. I'm gonna bring it to the top. Now, 1-4.
Yeah.
Me and you, baby. May I have this dance? Hey, okay, you know what he gonna do? He go, ha ha. Okay,
Yeah.
you ain't going for that one, huh? Hey, ha ha ha. Oh, I see you. You lead it. And see you, hey, next thing you know, whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
And then he see you playing back off, now he go,
Pull up.
Hey, I'm gonna get James his prop, bro. We've been on his ass by not coming through, and I thought this was why they brought him here. To come up in in big situations like this in the postseason when they really needed it. They need a guy who can really calm things down, get to his spots, make plays. I thought he'd done that. He was perfect in that fourth quarter. So let's see.
they needed every one of those 9 points that he gave.
Because if it wasn't, I'm telling you, Cade was coming back. He kept something in his back pocket in that fourth quarter.
He caught that second
third,
win.
he got 10. In the fourth, he had 7. He because you think about what you're asking him. He had a trip dub. You're asking this man, I need you to give me everything offensive. I need you to score. I need you to rebound. I need you to facilitate for others. But also, I need you to guard James Harden or Donovan Mitchell. You're asking an awful lot. And I know he's young, but that's putting an awful lot on his plate, especially when his second best player, who's supposed to be his second best player, has really given him next to nothing.
Hey, that's why he get paid the big bucks. He got
Well, the other guy, he said, hold on, the other guy want big bucks too. So when he gonna earn his paycheck?
Hey, listen, man, they gave themselves a fighting chance. That's all you can ask on the road, man.
I still believe that. I'm gonna be surprised if they don't win game 4.
Detroit.
Detroit.
They not.
I don't believe Cade is gonna play this bad again. I believe Tobias Harris is in a great. Tobias Harris has played great. The last 5-6 games, this is the best Tobias Harris I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Hey,
And maybe it's Detroit. Maybe he has less pressure than when he was in Philly. But he's playing phenomenal basketball.
And Detroit got enough bigs they can throw at Cleveland's bigs. They can kind of offset them guys. Reed played great.
Yeah.
Stewart, he was decent in the minutes that he got. He ain't played but 9 minutes. But they got enough bigs, Ocho, to where they can always stay and compete. The thing is, with Cade being so young, I'm like, he going to play better. I wonder if James and Donovan can duplicate a great performance like they had tonight.